with Ray Gina. Time check is 12:59 p.m. here in the city of Lagos. Also, it's the 12th of July. The month is already speeding by. We're already in day 12 already. So many things to be grateful for. Yes, so many things to be grateful for. Um, you know, while we get busy trying to make money and try to achieve our goals, I think sometimes we tend to forget to be grateful for life, grateful for friends, family, loved ones, and all the great things happening around us. Today at 1 p.m. and next is on the BSR Asking Business Show, is the online business segment, and today I'll be discussing the importance of converting social media engagement into sales. Yes, social media engagement and sales are closely linked. Yes, even if a lot of people may not see it in that light, engagement and sales are closely linked. Because when you look at the global users of the internet or social media in general, you would see that not just getting engagement but transferring it or transforming it into sales. They are things that really go well together. Yeah, they go well together. However, almost half of online business owners or people that have platforms online turn to social media when making a buying decision. It could be buying decision to look for manufacturers, buying could be buying decisions to look for manufacturers, or buying decision to try to get best products, even customers as well. Yeah, maybe looking for ways to make their buying decisions, pick which brands that they're going to patronize, which particular products will benefit them the most. Whichever way, a lot of people turn to social media to make some of these important decisions. And surprisingly, due to the pandemic, COVID, and everything, a lot of businesses have moved online, and a lot of people are beginning to shop a lot more virtually, except for a select few who still enjoy retail therapy, or they like to walk into the store. I enjoy it a lot myself. It enables me to see an array of products, even though sometimes it tends to make me go overboard my budget, which is something really bad. However, 71% of social media users are more likely to purchase from a business they are connected with online. Yes, a business they are connected with online. That's why on this segment I always reiterate the importance of online business vendors to leverage and make use of their various social media platforms appropriately in order to make sales for themselves. However, not everyone knows how to transform engagement into sales. Some people are just fine with people liking, commenting, checking their bio and all that, but they feel and they forget to ask their subscribers, they fail to ask their followers to make that last decision. That last decision meaning what? To make purchase. Yes, to make purchase. So let's look at online engagement. In a broad sense, it refers to many ways in which your online audience interacts or has contact with your business online. It includes variations. It could be clicks, liking, sharing your content, looking at your bio, checking your Insta stories, taking part in your Insta stories poll, making a purchase online. Yes. However, it's important to make sure that while you're trying to transfer engagement into sales, that you're engaging with the right people on the right platforms. That's the first goal. Make sure that you're engaging with the right people on the right platforms. One of the best things about social media is just how easy it is to measure these metrics, especially if you use a business account or a business profile. Some of these social media platforms have provided you with means through which you can check out what your posts are doing, your engagements. Also, you can refer back to previous videos. There was a particular episode where I shared with you some apps through which you can check for engagement as well on your various social media accounts. So you can refer back to that video. A lot of useful information and tips here in that one. On our Facebook page, it's www.facebook.com/Broadstreet Radio. So these metrics allow you to see who's engaging with you, what ways, the kind of posts they like, and the things. It will also help you put out great content as well. So I would encourage us to do that. Don't just focus on getting engagements, turn and transfer that engagement into sales for yourself. Very, very important that you do that. Also, the first priority is ensuring that you engage with the right audience, like I said earlier, because they have the chances, a good chance of eventually buying from you. Yes, they have a good chance of eventually buying from you, and that's where influencer marketing come. People buy things sometimes not because they really like that thing or because they need it, but for example, their favorite influencer has posted about it and has talked about how good that product is. Because of the connection they built with that person, people just go ahead and make some of these purchases. So also, to increase sales without being so salesy. These days I see a lot of online business owners try to get engagement by creating content, dancing. Yes, the whole of Instagram is full of different dance videos from vendors, dancing, and then sometimes you see comments like, please buy my market, oh, please buy my market, oh. However, there's a point where you need to kind of draw the line. Yes, there's a point where you need to kind of draw the line, because people don't always want you to always hound them. Hey, buy from me, buy from this, buy from that. Oh, come and patronize me. Oh. There's a way you sell your business. They already know that you're a business owner and you're selling products. You would go ahead, post your bag, going for so and so amount, blue quilted bag, price so and so, things like that. Don't be too pushy. Yes, because to get to a point where some people might just get tired of your antics and they may just decide to unfollow. Sometimes people just want to come on the page and say if you have any nice things. Then when they see comments, like there was this vendor I saw yesterday on Instagram, she made a comment which really did not sit well with me. She said someone even messaged me that she wants to buy 2,500 naira bag. I just told her, no, we don't sell that over here. And I saw a comment from someone saying maybe that's what she could afford. The lady now replied, and that was why I politely told her off. I said, can you imagine? Instead, you just say, oh sis, we don't have that type for now, or we don't really carry those grade of bags. This is the one we have. They are lovely, durable, things. You go ahead and you market your product instead of completely just telling someone off. So it's not be too sales. Take inspiration from bigger brands. For example, know how to pull off sales promotion. Topshop, for example, and some of these big brands, they are very, very good at it. They do their adverts without pushing people too much. Yes, without pushing people too much. Yes, it's your field. It's your field, and you're allowed to post whatever you want. But then, in a way, it is not so much your field, because you're not posting for yourself. You're posting for the people that are following you. You want them to patronize you. Yes. So it's important to not just be too pushy, but then always remember to ask people to take that last call of action. Next, paying for social to increase your engagement. Yes, paying for social to increase your engagement and your reach. Yes, it is important. Some people forget that. It's just like you have a good product and you don't have that platform, and you feel like advertisement and PR is kind of redundant. Sorry to say, but your market will remain there. Let me just leave it at that. You need to pay for socials, pay for sponsored ads, things like that will get your business known, get your business seen. It is not just enough to have great products, but to have great strategies, marketing strategies through which you can sell your product. So paid social posts also involve putting money behind certain content. It could be an article, it could be a video, it could be reels, whatever it is. So it will appear on the feeds of users who are not already following you. Sponsored posts is a great way to get new people and to increase your engagement to sales. So even Facebook has promoted posts, and it makes it easy for you to target your post to meet your demographic, their location, their interest. Yes, their interest. So it's important to not just have great products, but have means through which you promote those products and make sure that the right people are seeing your posts. Next, on how to turn engagement into sales for yourself, tying social media into your other sales efforts. Tying social media into your other sales efforts. So your social following is starting to grow. You have steady traffic. Finding its way to your website as well. But it gets to a point that you're beginning to see dwindling growth. It has happened to almost everybody. Almost. You're beginning to see dwindling growth on your social media platforms. So it might be that something is stopping them from clicking that buy button, or giving you a call, or going to that WhatsApp number that you've shared, that hey, if you want to make purchase, kindly contact us on WhatsApp. However, sometimes a barrier to that final conversation can be a poorly designed website with bad user interface that is not friendly to users. It could even be lack of information on your social media handle. I see a lot of people do that. They just post product, they don't give you any further information on how to make purchase. So how do you expect your customers to make that last action, which is buy? You have great posts, your feed is nice, your aesthetics on point, but that last call is zero and nothing to write to move about. However, sometimes it's a failure to answer those critical questions, which often trigger a sale. However, converting any lead into a sale ultimately comes down to creating an easy user journey. Yes, easy user journey on your Instagram page, your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your Snapchat, on your website. Most importantly, if you want to encourage people to shop on your website, make sure that it is done in a way that allows them to easily make that last call. So converting any lead into a sale ultimately comes down to creating an easy user journey from the introduction to your brand right the way through the point of sales. So if there are issues at any stage, you might find sales will suffer. Yes, if you do not put this particular point into great use. Tying your social media into other sales efforts, it's important. In this day and age, it is almost impossible to not tie your social media to other aspects of your business. Social media engagement, social media usage is at the core and heart of almost every business these days. Also, it's important to segment and target if you're looking into converting your engagement into sales. Yes, you can get overwhelmed by constantly posting. I keep saying it on this platform, on this segment. Consistency does not imply posting every day. That's not what consistency means. Yes, we see a lot of businesses putting effort into their various social media platform because they think they need to be there. However, it's important to look out for the one that works the best for you. Yes, come out with strategies, allocate resources, use tracking analytics, come up with strategies, check out the platforms that works well. Have detailed metrics gathered from tracking through these platforms themselves or third-party tools, and let businesses see exactly what interactions, platforms, and devices are contributing to sales and conversion. Yes, it's important to know that. So it helps you know where and when to spend your time and your money more smartly in order to promote your business and turn your engagement into sales. The next one that I'll share with you on the online business segment is understand multi-channel metrics. What works for Facebook might not work for Twitter, might not work for Instagram. Yes, whatever your goal is, you should have a goal every month with regards to your social media sales. It's important to have goals with regards to your social media page. However, it's important to understand how the different metrics of these different platforms work. They do not work the same. So it's important to note it and to make that difference and to strategize in a way that helps you leverage and use these different platforms to your advantage. So it's important to understand multi-channel metrics as well. A quick rundown of the ways and the things you should do. Yes, if you want to convert sales, if you want to convert engagement into sales. Unfortunately, a lot of people get caught up in trying to get more followers, people to follow, than ensuring that they make that purchase. There are people with small followers on Instagram, a minute number of followers on Facebook, but they are making sales because those people are there, they are organic, they are genuine, and they found a way to sustain and keep them, not just through their content, but making sure that those likes and those comments translates into sales for themselves. It is not just enough as an online business owner to just add those engagements, but to make sure that you're making profit. That is the core and the reason why you're on that platform in the first place. So first, make sure you're engaging with the right people on the right platforms. Also bear in mind, as a business owner, you may not have the same number of following on your various social media platforms. Just bear that in mind, and don't take it don't get yourself overburdened with it. Yes, don't get yourself overburdened. Also, increase sales without being salesy. Do not do the most or trying to always force people to get things that they do not want. Come up with smart strategies to sell your products, to sell your goods, to sell your brand. So tying social media into your other sales efforts as well. Use various social media platforms, even though you have the particular ones that you have a huge number of followings, but use and tie social media into your other sales efforts or your other sales efforts. For example, you do adverts, you do PR, events management, and other things, but make sure that you're tying social media to these different efforts. Also, segment and target. Know which platforms you make the most money from, you have the most reach, the most platform where they interact with your post the most. Segment, but it does not mean that those other platforms where that you have, where you do not have that much engagement, should suffer. No, it shouldn't be that way. However, it's important to prioritize. Yes, it's important to prioritize the platform. Also, do not neglect other platforms while you're trying to prioritize. So also understand multi-channel metrics. Different metrics for different platforms. To come to a point where, as a business owner, especially online, you have to go beyond sourcing for good products and having good display pictures, to understanding the numbers, the metrics on your platforms, how it works, because it is tied to every other thing that you do. It is tied to every other thing that you do, because at the end of the day, you're not creating content for ghosts. You're creating it for your potential customers and your customers that you have at hand, and making sure that those content translates and leads into sales. However, that wraps up the online business segment for today. So I'd encourage you, if you just joined in, you can watch this video on our YouTube page as well. Yes, it's www.youtube.com/BroadstreetRadioNG. On Facebook, it's at Broadstreet Radio NG. Also, you can reach us via our WhatsApp line. It's 08097910074. Listen to all our shows on our website. It's www.broadstreetradio.com. More to come for you on the Afternoon Business Show. It's your number one business radio.